How can I know if I have an addictive behavior or an obsessive behavior? Addictive behavior is a form of obsessive behavior. It is a form of obsession and compulsion in which anytime you have any kind of obsession with something that interferes with a major function of your life. It interferes with your safety, your security, your personal relationships, your health, or your financial security. That's when it becomes a dysfunction. This amazing TED Talk talked about this one experiment that I've actually read. I read about years ago, where they put these rats in this little rat, cage. And at first this rat was by itself, and they had the option to drink water or heroin. They had the option to drink one or both. When this rat was in this little rat cage, it was going after the heroin as much as it could, and these rats were killing themselves left and right. They were not doing well. Then they put this rat, let's say rat A, into this rat cage and had heroin and water, but then threw in a bunch of other rats. So now this rat has friends, he's got his siblings and his parents in there, and he's getting screwed all the time. Like, he's having amazing sex. Life is good. He's got lots of other rats around, but they're still in this tiny little rat cage. So now this rat is drinking significantly less heroin and hitting up the water occasionally. Big difference. Then they expanded this rat trap, so this rat cage, so it was much bigger. And suddenly, it still had all of his buddies in there. He's chilling with his friends, hanging with his peeps, and he's getting laid all the time. And even less heroin, a lot more water, doing really well. Then they created essentially what was like Six Flags for rats. I'm talking like it was rat park, it was rat heaven. They had wheels and activities and stuff for them to smell and sniff and chew on and hide in. And there was this amazing like heaven for rats, like theme park, baby. And suddenly these rats were occasionally hitting up the heroin, like, that's cool, mostly going for water. Essentially, the first country who's caught on to this has been Sweden and Portugal. Portugal has made a lot of adaptations to their treatment of any kind of obsessive disorder or addiction. Same with bulimia, anorexia, because what we've learned is that we can try to keep people away from drugs or things that they use to cope with anxiety all the time, but what really heals people is community, feeling like they can have fun and laugh. We need healthy people and community in order to get well and to feel loved and supported and distracted with variety in our lives. We need all of these things in order to get well. So yes, I hope that answers your question.